Hot before cold. That's how we eat meals and shit.
Hot before cold?
Yeah. There's no way to eat a meal. You go hot and then cold.
I don't think that's a thing. Because you could have a soup for an appetizer, or you can have salad. Or you can have soup and salad.
Have you ever seen Horrible Bosses? Jennifer Aniston eats something and he goes, she went cold, then hot, and then cold. That's no way to eat a meal. Or something like that.
Is that a thing though?
I don't think so. But
There's no
it was
way.
funny in there.
That is funny.
In that scene, yeah.
I mean, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. I'm loyal to one person.
You opening that door made it cold in here.
It is cold. But to follow up on last episode, I sprinted over here from the bathroom, so got my sprint in for the day.
Go work.
Yeah.
Except
I'm gassed.
you
and I sound like shit.
If you came back in here and your hammy was torn,
Gone.
I'd be no surprised.
Yeah. What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Why?
What did we just talk about in the whole last episode?
Got to stretch.
You just went. We didn't actually mention stretching
we
once.
didn't, which we should.
We should. You just went 0 to 100.
No wonder why I hate running.
Yeah.
But let's bounce into this because I wanted to talk to you about this specifically.
Talk to me.
Because I went through some.
I'm here for you.
Yeah. I went through a little phase where I was doing the cold showers and stuff.
Ooh.
And it actually, I don't know why I stopped. Because
it sucks.
Yeah, but I actually loved it.
Yeah.
I whether it was a placebo or not, I felt like my skin was better. I did feel like it had mental benefits. Probably not true. But I did stop doing it. But I'll tell you one of my favorite things. So we're going to combo it. My favorite things, if I can, is to be able to hit the sauna for 15, 20 minutes after a lift. I just love it.
Yeah.
And I think that might go into the aspect of what you were saying. Because I don't know the health benefits in and out. I assume that it's benefiting me. And I see studies about how it'll benefit you. But I think it also plays into that factor where, you want to leave I'm one of those guys who wants to leave the gym sweating. Knowing my body worked. And you walk out of the sauna and holy shit.
We'll get into it. But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Did it make you feel better in any aspect of life?
Which one? Both. Yes. No doubt.
Then it made you better.
Was it real? I don't know. But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's my point. And that's a good opening for this whole cold exposure and heat exposure thing we'll get into is, look, yes, there's the research is out there showing the benefits of both. And I do think that there are plenty of benefits of both. But the biggest benefit is the placebo. And placebo gets a bad rap. Placebo is just a perception thing. If you feel like you're getting mental benefits from it, if you feel like your skin's getting better from it, if you just feel better from it, hell yes, that's the most important benefit. So my recommendation would be absolutely. Cold exposure is a little different. Cold exposure is you're getting most of the benefits from after, just like running, because it sucks, dude. I did
it does suck.
I did 30 days of a 5-minute cold shower every day.
Did you love it? Obviously you hated
after?
it. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I loved the moment after. It felt really good. Would I do it again? Absolutely not.
No?
I do love the benefits of the cold.
Which are?
The mental benefit, how you feel after. But man, I hate cold. I hate cold weather.
You're just...
I hate cold water. I hate cold. I hate it. I hate it.
You don't hate much.
But I love it.
No, you hate it.
I love how it makes you feel. So
but not, that love doesn't outweigh the hate because you'd still be doing it. I know you.
Yeah. So, but that's how I want to open this. We can touch into some of the very specific benefits.
I would like to.
The number one is that if it makes you feel good, whether it's cold or hot, you are getting a tremendous amount of benefits from it. You even said it when you were explaining that. I heard this specifically. You said, I'm getting mental benefits from it. Well, actually, I don't even know if I am.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I
You absolutely are. You just said it.
Yeah.
The mental benefits.
You're putting my
look,
mind in a pretzel.
No, I know, but think about this.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
100%. But I'm using you
I don't like
to
it.
talk to them.
Use someone else.
Bro, when it comes to the mental benefits, there is just no way to put a study together that can say that you getting in the sauna for 15 minutes a day is causing this to your nerves in your brain. I mean, there is a way to do it, but there's so many other life factors other than that 15-minute sauna that could be going into that. So this is my take on nutrition research in general. The most important result is if it makes you feel better.
Is right.
Now, there are benefits. There's like for example,
Let's start with cold.
You gonna start with cold?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't do it anymore, but I think it might be something that I should be doing.
Yeah. So
Just like you said, a 5-minute cold shower.
yeah, I think one of the biggest benefits is just like alertness and cognitive function.
Yeah.
From a feeling standpoint, like you just when you get out of that cold, dude,
it's kind of crazy.
you are. I'm telling
If you do it consistently.
I say this when I was talking about the 5K day, and with running, if you have a low one day and you just want to feel better instantly, take 30 seconds of a cold shower. You will walk out of that thing different. It's so wild.
Focus on your breathing. You'll
Oh
be able
my
to stay in
gosh.
there longer, though. You will be able to stay in there longer.
So yeah, cognitive function, alertness. It's one of those things that you could do a cold shower every morning, and it's something hard and difficult that you don't want to do. That's going to set you up for the entire day.
Yeah.
It's kind of very similar to like those things. I think that's another big benefit of cold exposure is it's something hard that you don't want to do that you do that makes you feel so good after. Not many people love it during unless you're a psycho. Or before.
I'm gonna to pick it up this week.
The other
See how it
benefit
goes.
that I know of that's been coming out in the research is that it activates what's called brown fat and a bunch of different kind of fats in our body, but it's a healthy fat that we want to metabolize, so we want to use for energy. So that's like one of the scientific benefits of it, but I just think I don't even want to focus on those because I just think it's so important just so people understand you're getting the biggest benefits by just how you feel.
And
recognize how you feel.
Do you think that's across? You think that's across 100%? Because I know it makes me feel that way. But like, for instance, if there's someone, I'm sorry, my phone is just absolutely blowing up. I have a fantasy baseball draft tonight that I got roped into this league. I've never played fantasy baseball before, and it's a dynasty.
You're gonna draft. You're not gonna look at it again.
Literally. But that aside,
yeah, let's definitely put that aside.
Yeah.
That's
bad.
That's torture.
And I got a bid on players. Like I've never even been in a football league like that. It's not just free agents. Like you get like $100 or whatever it is, and you have to buy these players from the jump.
See, I don't know baseball. I know 5 players.
You need 24 to fill your roster. Apparently.
See, I'd be proud. Go ahead.
But, do you think that's 100% across the board? Because I guess my thing is like, if people like, I think people need something to try it. Like, hey, I need a benefit to try it, and then they can find out like it works for them or not. Because like I know it works for me, but do you think that's 100% across the board that like, hey, it's mentally gonna make me better?
Can never say 100%, but
high percentage.
Absolutely, because like, dude, it's quite simple. No one likes the cold. No one likes standing in 50 degrees shower, 50 degree shower. So, but now here's where I think it could be majority of people. The threshold is different. So for some people, it has to be really cold for them to get that mental benefit.
Right.
Because it has to be just really cold so that it's really difficult for them to do. Then yes, I will, because there's no way of avoiding that cold. If it's truly cold, there's no way of avoiding that. So you're going to feel amazing when you either get out or you flip that thing to hot. One of my favorite things when I would do the cold shower, I would go in cold first, cold turkey, from dry to straight cold, get the 5 minutes done, crank that thing to hot. That was the best feeling in the world. So if it's cold enough, which means it's hard enough for them, yeah, I would say majority of people will get those cognitive function benefits. And then the other big benefit would be from like a physical recovery standpoint. Cold exposure does help with muscle recovery and bone and joints and ligaments. To what extent, we don't know. But again, that's also a placebo thing. Yeah. Oh, I got a cold plunge. I feel so great because I cold plunged yesterday. Right? So even if it is a placebo, awesome. We'll take that added recovery just from that.
Here's a stupid question for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna think this is dumb.
No, there's no stupid question.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
No stupid question.
So if I do a cold plunge, right, or I take a cold shower, and apparently there's health benefits that come along with it.
Apparently.
Is that what I sounded like?
No, have you seen that?
It's like an old Vine, isn't it?
It's the best Vine of all time. Fun fact, it's actually the kid.
So I just can't say apparently.
The kid lives near one of my buddies, Landon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Central PA.
How do you guys know that?
Because it was from a state fair they went to as a kid.
Yeah.
Apparently, God, that was probably so annoying in their ear.
All right. So if I take here's my dumb question: if I take a cold shower that apparently has health benefits for me, right? But then, if I step outside in the winter without a coat on, allegedly I'm getting sick. So when does this cold make sense? When does this cold not make sense?
Yeah, that makes no sense. I have.
That question makes no sense?
No.
It does make sense, right? The logic.
Sorry, yes.
It's like
question makes so much sense.
My mom tells me I'm getting sick, and then I think I'm sick.
You know what I think is so dumb? The getting sick in the cold.
Is that not true?
I don't know how. It could be.
Because you just told me that the cold has benefits.
Right. What's getting people sick is the food that they're eating and the physical activity that they're not doing.
But it has to play a factor, no?
I don't know. Like, bro, you want to go back to primal times? People lived outside in the cold.
Me and my brother were just talking about this.
They would hibernate like a bear, but it was still cold in the cave. I don't see that argument. So no, that was a great question. But here's the thing with cold exposure. So no, I don't think you get sick in the cold. I think there's plenty of other things that are getting people sick.
So you're telling me my mom was wrong?
Love your mom. Absolutely not. She was just protecting you.
Okay. She just wants you because she just knew it wasn't going to make you happy.
She wants you to be happy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Love your mom. But no, that actually just made me think of another thing, benefits wise. Was there a question where you kind of just bringing that up? Was there actually a question to that?
Well, I said is
debunk it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, debunk it. I don't know. My question was more like, how does this make sense?
No, because
and you said it doesn't.
Like if you go do a belly flop, no shirt on in the snow, it's gonna be cold as hell.
Bad.
But if the snow's 30 degrees, I don't know how much, 30 degrees below freezing, and you go into you can't take a shower that cold, but you go into a cold plunge or whatever, 30 degrees. Like, people do that on a regular. So, no, I'm debunking that.
Okay.
But one thing that...
Logic would say.
Yeah, one thing that it did make me think about is when you're... A good benefit of cold exposure is when you're in the cold, your body needs to warm itself up. So we have an internal temperature that our body needs to keep it at or within range. When we have a fever, it goes to like 100, 101. It needs to come back down to like 92 to 96-ish. Don't quote me on those numbers. But when we go into something cold or we go outside in the cold, our body, just like it does with a fever, it brings it down. It's going to bring our internal body temperature up. But here's what's cool. When we bring our internal body temperature up to regulate it, it's energy. We're burning calories, baby.
Yo, fun fact I heard this week. If you drink a cold glass of water for every... Here you go.
I hate these, dude.
I
hate these.
For every cold glass of water you drink, you burn 8 calories because because your body has to
8 calories
to use that to regulate it up.
So same idea. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how someone's finding
saw
that.
it on it's true. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah. It's a headline, so it's true. Yeah. Absolutely. I would love to see what font they used.
It grabbed my eye.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it was blue.
Was it
Almost
from?
like our sponsor.
Was it from Dr. Curse?
We didn't do the ad. Almost like our sponsor.
Oh, we gotta do the ad read.
Mano Wellness.
Go ahead, real quick.
Enhancing humans one step at a time. Go to manowellness.co.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Seriously though, if you're looking for coaching in any way, we also do corporate wellness and in-person training. It's a great time, great community. We have a lot of fun events coming up in the summer. So if you're in the local to the greater Philadelphia area, shout out. We got a lot of stuff going.
If you're listening on Spotify and you saw us go into that and you hit the 15 second fast forward, fuck you.
That was messed up. On their part.
Yeah. Not on mine.
No. Keep going. Make it 30 seconds. Make them click that thing 10 times. Yeah, so, dude, that's true, though. You have to, when your body, it's working inside. So it has to heat it up. And heating, that's what calories are. It's the heating of energy. So you're burning calories. What? Now, not a lot. And
8 per cup.
But think about, we go back to primal times. Dude, they were out there 24 hours a day.
Have you ever seen, when you say primal times, you're talking like Native Americans and stuff?
Yeah, you know what I think about?
You ever seen a Native American not shredded?
You know what I think about when I think of primal? Dude, one of my favorite video games of all time was Far Cry Primal. It was this, like, video game series. It was like a, kind of like one of those where it's a solo game and you're just out there and it's like a survival game. But they came out with this primal version where you make like bows and arrows. You got to hunt stuff to eat. Dude, it was so sick. You could tame like mountain lions. I was obsessed with it. All jacked.
All jacked.
Jacked.
I've never seen a picture, a mock picture that they're not jacked.
It's very different. There's
shredded.
so many. That's definitely not just because of cold.
Shredded.
So many factors going into that.
I'm attributing it to the cold for this episode.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And the next episode we'll say it was the food.
Yeah. We'll use it every episode. Be like, them guys.
Yeah.
They were dialed.
Absolutely.
They were dialed without trying to be dialed.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what they were doing. They were just dialed.
So there is another benefit. Now you would have to stay out there for a while, but
To be primal?
to get the calorie expenditure from cold exposure.
No, 1 glass of water, 8 calories. I told you that already. All right. Look, I'm teaching the teacher. Isn't that wild?
Bro, a full day of water wouldn't even cover that protein stick you just had.
Why did you have to do that? What benefit did you get from saying that? If it made you happier, I'm glad it was at my expense. That's fine. Now I gotta go home and do this fucking draft.
While you're walking?
And listen about and burn off that energy bar. All right, let's talk to the one that everyone wants to hear. Let's talk about the saunas.
Did we cover cold?
Yeah.
So, cold shower, it's cold exposure. I want to end with this. It's cold exposure.
Apparently, it's not though.
You're not going to get sick outside.
Thank God.
It's cold exposure. So, cold shower. If you have a cold plunge, go for it. Cold shower, you're probably only getting really to like 70 degrees. Pool temperatures, if it's like
Wait,
an
what did you say? Cold shower?
Cold shower is probably like 70 degrees.
Is that right? That's it?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Cold pool that's not heated, depending on the temperature outside, you're probably getting around 60 to 70 degrees. If you go to like a cold plunge.
What's a heated pool?
What?
Keep going.
Isn't heated pools very common? I swim in one every day at the gym.
Yeah.
That thing's warm.
No, I
There's
think
no
it's
way
just,
that's the natural temperature.
No, I think it's just from other people being in it.
There's no way. It's literally warm when I get into it.
Listen, whatever you want.
Ask Lifetime.
You think they heat it?
I have to.
No, I think there's just the environment it's in is
Actually, I have no idea.
Is-
I can tell you though,
it's inside, isn't it?
yeah, but when they open the outdoor pool, it's definitely heated, 100%.
The outdoor pool's heated?
Bro, have you ever seen outdoor pools that has like steam coming off of it?
Yeah, those are heated. Yeah, but like
What are we talking here?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's
You're
not. I wasn't coming at you.
You're coming at me. I felt came to that. Well, let me finish this. When you go to like a cold plunge, if you have one, it's probably going to be set to around 50 degrees. Anywhere from like 40 to 50. Under 40, dude, is cold. cold. I mean, then you're literally getting close to freezing temperatures.
So you're saying right before people get like hypothermia.
So here's a good protocol for cold exposure too to finish it is there's no time that you got. There's no 5 minutes. There's no time.
Oh, is that right?
No. What you need to do is and this is why it's gonna be different for everyone. You need to be in the cold, whether it's a shower or a plunge, for as long as it takes for you to regulate your heart rate and to calm down. Once you can calm down, and like you know that feeling where it's like it's still cold, but like you don't feel it really anymore. That's when your body temperature kind of caught up. That's when you're good. You got the benefits from it. You can stay in there, but like cold showers, you're not gonna really get any muscle or bone or joint benefits from it because it's not touching your whole entire body. You may from the actual submerging yourself in there if it's cold enough. But really, it just comes down to, like, when you get to that point where, like, all right, I did it. You can get out.
Cool.
Sauna.
I want to hear about them.
Talk to me.
Can I ask you a question, and you can say irrelevant, if that's the answer?
A little rapid fire?
Yeah. Well, it's just one question.
Yeah. So I only get one word response.
No. You can just say, like, if the question doesn't matter, you can just be like, I'm not answering that. It doesn't really matter.
I'll say next.
Okay. And then I'll come with a follow-up.
Or I'll dive into it.
If you had to choose between doing sauna or cold therapy, what would it be?
Me personally, I only get one for the rest of my
say?
life. Depends on the person.
Is that right?
It's not an irrelevant question at all. Depends on the person. It's actually very relevant.
Well, I mean, I guess you could just do both, but it's like, what if I don't want to do both? Which one should I do?
Yeah, it depends. I would say it depends on your goals. So, this is tough.
What a great question.
That is a great question. Because I was about to go into why it depends, but I'm like, yeah, but both. So what I was gonna say was longevity wise, I would make the argument for sauna and heat because it's a way of working out and doing cardio without doing cardio. Because when you get in the sauna, your heart rate goes up to like a zone 2, like a low heart rate, but then you stay in there for a while. So it's literally like you can sit down and do cardio. So that's really good for longevity. But man, like it's tough to argue with the mental benefits of cold exposure. So let's do this then. I would say physically, I would recommend doing the sauna and heat exposure. Mentally and for like athletes and recovery, cold exposure.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the heat is really, really good, especially for older adults as we age. Because one, it's harder to do cardio. You can do literally sitting there. But two, also one of the biggest things with sauna is like, I mean, the biggest thing is that you can literally do cardio sitting there. Like, I can't emphasize that enough.
I think you've said it like 3 times.
Because I'm trying to think of, you got, the reason is because you got me so flustered with this, because I can go both ways. I was going to say, I
got you tuned up right now.
Yeah, because I never really thought about it that way. Here's what I'll say. I'll use you as an example. I think you would get more benefit doing cold exposure rather than sauna. And I know you hate to say it. You hate me saying that.
No.
Here's why.
It's
for you specifically. You're in great shape. Your resting heart rate is awesome. You're physically active.
Pipe me up.
You would get a lot of benefits from the cognitive function side of things and then the physical recovery side of things from cold exposure. Are you getting benefits from sauna? Yes. But you heat your body up enough just through your workouts, your cardio. You're getting the heart rate benefits from a sauna just through your workouts alone every single day.
So is a sauna just, like, would you define it as, because this is what it's coming across to me as, would you just define it as like a cardio exercise? Like, with it not being an exercise, but if
modality.
Excuse me?
Modality.
What do you mean by that?
Mode of exercise.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that what you would put it under umbrella, or is that heat and putting your body in that heat, and I guess I don't even know.
Yes.
Is it doing other things other than just fit like a
Yeah.
regular cardio?
Yeah. But also calorie expenditure, right? Because that's that's cardio. Yeah, you're getting muscle recovery and joint ligament, bone recovery, and all that too. I think one of the biggest things with the sauna though, when it comes to recovery, is that like, man, how relaxed are you in the sauna?
Love
Like
the
you can
sauna.
just completely let go.
Love it.
It's one of those places where if you wear headphones, whatever, like you can just completely let go. Unless you're in a sauna where it becomes a locker room talk. But even then, you're relaxing. I think that's also kind of going off the biggest benefits of cold exposure. How we said if it makes you feel good, it's awesome. Biggest benefits of sauna is it can put you in such a relaxed state. And when it comes to recovery and rest and like rejuvenation, that's really all it comes down to is how restful and peaceful you can be for the longest period of time. That's what's going to recover you, and that's what the sauna does. And then also, like, the heat exposure does have, there's research showing, like, it does have, like, physical and metabolic benefits. But I think that would be the biggest benefit for it. But, yeah, dude, if you think about it, like, the lower your resting heart rate, the less benefits you might get from a sauna, though. Outside of those relaxation things,
your resting heart rate, the less benefits you might get.
one of the big reasons is I don't really do the sauna, other than if I just want to go in and just relax and chill, is, dude, I would have to sit in there for like an hour because my resting heart rate is so low that the sauna would have to be so hot for it to get my heart rate up high enough into my
For
zone
the
2
cardio
level.
aspect, but would it still not help your muscles?
So that the only reason I do
recovery?
it is to go and just completely relax. It's so relaxing.
Got
Yeah.
Would you say that the sauna is like a mode of cardio, just be with the ability to sit down?
If you are tracking your
I mean, it's smart. She said that 4 times already.
no, but I want to give a reason why.
Oh, okay.
If you are tracking your heart rate zones and you know your zone 2 heart rate, yes.
I think you're throwing people off with these zones. I think this
I
is
know,
gonna be
but
new for some people.
if they look it up, it's so easy.
But I think
like,
it's gonna be new for some people. You just want to run through it real quick or no?
Yeah, it's very easy. Your max heart rate, your estimated max heart rate is 220 minus your age. All right? So let's use a 20-year-old as an easy example. 220 minus your age, 200 for a 20-year-old is our estimated max heart rate. Your heart rate zones are based off percentages. I don't know the exact percentages, but it goes zone 1. We're in zone 1 right now.
Yeah.
Zone 2 is a low heart rate. Again, look at the percentage. You literally just take whatever that max heart rate is, 200 times that percentage. That's your zone, your heart rate zone. Zone 2 is like your heart rate's elevated, but you can have a conversation during it. Zone 3, you can have a conversation, but you're taking breaths. Zone 4, you're getting a couple words out. Zone 5, you're not talking. All right, so that's kind of like how you can think about your heart rate zones without actually knowing the numbers. But you literally take your estimated max heart rate, 220 minus your age, then look up the heart rate zone percentages. Those are your heart rate zones. So if you are in zone 2 heart rate, which is a very low one, in the sauna, then you're getting the cardio benefits from it. If you're in zone 1, I would more focus on just like relaxation side of things.
I think that's what plays, not to switch gears, but on the heart rate topic, I think that's what's been playing in on some of my walks. I don't get out of zone 1, I don't think.
Yeah,
unless
but
I hit the
again,
uphill. But I get the same benefits from the mental and the relaxation standpoint.
But the good thing for you is you're not only walking.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I killed you in that workout today.
Yeah.
So, was it? I don't know if that was the best way to explain it. Was it?
That was humbling today.
Yeah.
The where I finished.
Oh, I hurt you. I killed you.
Yeah, that was very humbling.
Zone 4 or 5.
I don't know. Can I go back and look?
Yeah.
Oh, zone 5.
Did you track the workout?
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah.
It was probably zone 4 or 5. You could not talk to me during that. I don't like. So I hope that was the best way to kind of explain this. Did that answer your questions about heat exposure? I'd make it more complicated there. Because that's where my brain goes is the relaxation side of things, which is so good. The best thing for muscle growth and bone recovery is just completely relaxing your body.
Is there a time minimum or time maximum?
That's where it depends, right? For me, dude, I could sit in there for so long because I'm going to say it's such a low heart rate.
Yeah.
For someone who's overweight and obese, they're sweating like a pig. That's because they're probably in zone 2, maybe even zone 3.
I mean, you had to say like a pig.
Sweating like a pig.
Do pigs sweat?
That's just a saying. I have no idea.
Yeah. You're an old soul.
Now I'm questioning that saying. You never heard that saying?
Yeah, I have. I
Yeah,
just messed with
sweating
it.
like a pig. So,
I wonder where that comes from.
Yeah, I don't know now. I really hope that's true. But that's, dude, and that's why I brought up heart rate to explain that, because for someone
I'm curious now.
For someone that's out of shape, especially cardio wise, they're gonna get the relaxation. Actually, they might not get the relaxation side of it from the sauna.
They won't.
Because they're
gonna get the
like,
cardio side of it.
Yeah, they're like breathing heavy. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I think there's just those are the two ways to look at it.
Yeah. I'm hitting cold this week, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna see.
So let's go to the other side. If someone's trying to lose weight and focus on like long-term health,
Oh right.
I would say do the sauna more, because it's going to be uncomfortable. So you're going to get mental benefits that you would in the cold exposure, the uncomfortable benefits, but also you're going to get the cardio benefits from it too. And then in terms of recovery and relaxation, you just got to find some
Let's
other
do
way.
both. Let's hit that cold shower in the morning, and then sauna 4 days a week.
So another good action, a way to think about using both of these two is, I would recommend. Yeah, I do think cold exposure in the morning, just from that cognitive function and just like doing something hard.
You mean in the time of day you would prefer for
So
yourself? I mean, obviously.
I'm gonna go time of day, but then I'm also gonna go into like when you're doing activity.
Cool.
Time of day, cold exposure, just because it's gonna light fire you up for the day. You're gonna be ready to attack it. You're starting your day off with something hard. Now, for someone that's out of shape and they're trying to lose weight, the argument would be sauna, because that's gonna be hard for them. But then they're getting their morning cardio in. Another way to think about this, and I shock everyone when I say this, the most of the time I use sauna is actually to warm up before a workout. Most people do saunas after.
Someone was in the sauna and there was locker room talk going on, and the guy was like, "I enjoy doing this before my workout," and I like wasn't involved in the conversation. I was like, "Bro, what?" Like I never even thought about going in.
Which
there
is so
first.
funny, because think about it. Before you work out, we warm up.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing in the sauna?
I guess like logically it makes sense.
No, dude, I had this come to moment though. Like when I realized, like, and I started doing this, it was like,
And like you might as well stretch in there too.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I do my mobility in there too.
Yeah.
Depends
Oh,
on how
what are
many
your
people
thoughts
are in there.
on hot yoga?
So
Should we do it? I heard there's a spot in Manio.
if we could do it, if you are fit, yes, I think you should do it, because now you're taking the benefits of the sauna that we were talking about, and now you're getting that uncomfortability side of it, right? You're not going to get the recovery,
Right.
but for someone that's already struggling sitting down in a sauna, not struggling, but you know what I mean, don't recommend it. Get used to the sauna, get a little fitter cardiovascular wise, then go into, because I think we should do yoga first. I've done yoga a couple of times. Dude, yoga is hard.
Yeah.
People don't understand how hard yoga is. Hot yoga?
I've never done it.
Terrible.
Well, to be fair, I took a class second semester senior year at Temple.
It's hard.
Mailed that in.
But yeah, when you're fit and you want to do heat exposure, so for me, if I really want to get the benefits of like the sauna, yeah, I'll absolutely do yoga in there.
Let's try it one time.
I'm so down.
All right, let's
so down. But again,
Well, we've been on Sunday.
does that make sense in terms of different
Yeah,
sides
it
of
does.
the benefits?
It does. This was very helpful.
It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, as you get fitter, so as you get more just efficient in the sauna, then you can start moving around, stretching and stuff like that.
The
But
stretching in the shower, in the sauna, like hot shower sauna, is different.
it is
feels
different.
nice.
But think about this, dude. Your muscles are warmer,
Yeah, it feels nice.
right? So you can stretch them more, right? That's why we warm up for a workout, so that we can contract and stretch them more. Same thing when you're stretching. Now you can stretch them more, so you're gonna get bigger range of motion. You're gonna get a bigger stretch. So we should be warming up before a stretch.
I like this.
To do that, you can do a sauna. So that's why, dude, I don't do it anymore, but I used to warm up in the sauna all the time. 5-10 minutes. Awesome. Kind of get your mind ready to just get a massive pump. Maybe you need some extra time to let the pump pre-workout kick in a little bit. Dude, give that 5 to 10 minutes in the sauna.
Hell yeah,
It's
brother.
gonna hit you. Then you go to work out, get a nasty chest pump.
Nasty. Why'd you say nasty?
In a good way.
I know. I see what you're imagining it in your head. I can see it.
Because it's the mind muscle connection.
Then what are you doing at that nasty chest pump?
Well, you got any other muscle groups you gotta hit?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, if for me, I'm doing upper right now. So then I'm doing back.
Okay.
So I'll do a push exercise.
Okay.
Then I'm going to a pull exercise. So I'll do back. Depends on the day. I have upper A and B. Then after I do that, I'm going to do an accessory superset.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I lied.
A try superset?
No, so I go push exercise, then I go pull exercise. Then I go a push-pull superset.
Go back in that lower voice that you were cooking with the audience.
Then I go into a push-pull superset.
Right.
And then I get a nasty pump. Then I go from the push-pull superset. You know what I do?
Yeah. What do you do?
Accessory superset.
Okay. Like, just one super... You doing... You doing a 3 exercise, or...
That's the finisher. You know what I do with the finisher?
What? Talk.
I do buys for the guys. And what is it? Tries. Oh, buys for the. What is the saying? Tries for the guys and buys for the. I'm ruining it. Damn it! That was such a good one. Then I do. All right, let me.
Zone back in. You hit it with the finisher.
You know what the finisher is?
What?
Buys
Buys.
and tries.
Tries.
Dips for the chicks. Buys for the guys. And that's how I close it out. But I started with a sauna.
You should read a book like in that voice. That would be like a, hey,
That would be funny.
it's Anthony here.
Why do a book when you do a pod?
That's true. That's true. You know what me and Chris used to, speaking of that, me and Chris
I cannot wait to what that just turned your mind into.
at the YMCA in like when we were kids in like 6th grade, we used to get so hyped for workouts.
Got to.
Wait,
C4?
No, I know, I was never a pre-workout guy.
Everyone was
we
using
were just
C4 at the
we
time.
were just jacked up. And you know the YMCA, it's just 70-year-old men in the locker room, and we're in like 7th grade with their
It's 7-year-old men and then 15-year-old dudes.
wild. But
Is
arms
that how old we are in high school?
I was in grade school because they gave it like a 7th grade like free pass for the year.
That's sick.
Yeah, but our go-to saying was arms and abs, motherfucker.
Dude,
this one 7-year-old dude came out one time. He was like, "Was that you two like yelling at? Like, piss off,
He should have hyped you up.
piss off, mate.
He should have hyped you up. You're full of testosterone.
Arms and abs, motherfucker."
I'm so upset I ruined that because, dude, I think it was. I'm not even gonna go back to it.
you still think you messed it up?
Dips for the chicks.
Is that right?
No, it wasn't that.
How can it be dips for the chicks? That can't be it.
It was either buys for the guys or tries for the guys, but there's something for the chicks, and it was really good. And I'm really upset I can't think of it.
Drop it in the comments. Clown them.
I'll drop it in the comments because I know the second I click the recording stop thing button, I'm gonna think about it.
I think that was a good rap.
It's cold in here too.
It's getting cold, bro. You in the cold? You're something.
It's because, yeah. It's because I literally think it's my heart rate, because my heart rate goes at such a wide range. So when I'm not doing anything, my heart rate right now is 44. So
Sheesh.
blood warms you up. I'm sitting here with my heartbeat at 44 beats per minute. Like my circulation is just not going crazy. So like I'm not heating up. That's my theory.
And we're sticking with it.
I mean, dude, I'm doing a pod, and it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Mine's at like 75.
I just made you giggle. Bro, hurry up.
Yeah. All right, one last thing for you, though. We're going to take this full circle. I have this draft tonight, as I mentioned. You said you know 5 players. I would like them on my team. Can you name the 5?
All right, not counting that budget thing, because I know I'm probably going to name the highest costing players.
That's okay.
Juan Soto.
Okay.
You get pitchers, too.
Yeah, pitchers too. Does that expand your repertoire?
I don't know why I
I
asked
was gonna say.
that. No, because the only.
Juan Soto.
All right, let's go Juan Soto. Let's go. Oh,
You're just looking for any name, or you're trying to pick specific 5? Because this is really bad if you're just looking for 5.
can I be honest?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find 5.
Okay, just
All
find.
right, all
give me
right.
2.
All right, Juan Soto. And I'm also kind of losing my train of thought because I'm put on the spot here. Like for example, I want to say the Phillies got Bryce Harper.
Okay.
A couple other guys on the Yankees that I want to say that I can't think of their name.
No Yankees.
Why?
Because they're too easy for you.
Then
I'll give you one Yankee.
If I can't name a Yankee,
I'll give you the best Yankee.
Aaron Judge.
Okay, so you got 3.
Okay. So that's the only. All right. From there,
Yeah. Come on.
I don't even know if they're still playing. I don't know.
Give me one name that you would be thinking about.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I don't know why his name pops up. Justin Verlander.
He's still there.
No.
Yeah.
How old is he? 95?
He's like 41.
He's probably, low budget. Good
No,
player.
He's making like 40 million.
Oh. So he's a good player?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
dude,
the
I don't know.
fact that you
I don't know
like,
baseball.
Yeah, I don't care that you don't know baseball. Like, you ever heard of like Shohei Ohtani?
Oh my God. How do I
That's-
see? So,
that was bad.
So that's where I was put on the spot on the
Yeah,
pod.
okay.
Like, I can't, my
I
brain
was gonna
doesn't.
say, even if you don't know baseball, everyone
No, I know.
knows,
Yeah.
like-
See, that's a perfect example of I just spaced. Because I was on the spot. I'm not good in the spot.
Juan Soto though.
Juan Soto I got, but not the best player.
Well, he's up there. Top 5.
Matsuyama.
Excuse me.
Matsuyama. Who's the other pitcher for the Dodgers?
Oh, the
other,
new guy?
The other Japanese player?
I don't know. You that might be right. No. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's their one though. They just got him.
That's a good example where I was just put on the spot.
You think that was it?
That was it.
Hey, before we sign off, Russell Wilson to the Giants. Congratulations.
Yo, you know what's wild about that?
What?
I truly thought we couldn't get worse.
Wait, you dropped that so like naturally.
Because I've been thinking about it a lot.
So you think you got worse? You said I truly thought we couldn't get worse, and now
Do you know who we just signed for our 2 quarterbacks?
the fact that you said that so soon, I thought we liked Russ.
I've
We
been
don't-
thinking about. I love Russell Wilson.
He's dangerous. That's
danger. He's doing, dude.
Let Russ cook.
Why wouldn't you want a guy that's doing mobility 10,000 feet up in the air on the plane? You want
Right.
that guy.
So then but you think you got worse?
We also signed Jameis Winston. Love Jameis Winston. Don't get me wrong.
Whoa.
Love him.
Dude can sling it. He might be your starter.
I just like the
He
touchdowns.
He can sling it to both teams.
That's what I was gonna say. The touchdowns are gonna be cool, but man, the interceptions. Like,
He's exciting. Eat that W.
was that mean? That was my
No, you got
reaction to it.
better. You think DJ was better? I forgot you were a DJ guy.
I'm not a DJ guy, but is he better than?
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
not a better locker room guy. We got locker room guys.
Bro, I think DJ was out to lunch.
Actually, we might have gotten. I don't.
Yeah, I
think
think you got worse locker room guy.
Yeah.
No. Jameis is a locker. Will would be so pissed. if he
Jameis
heard-
is such
Will
a good dude.
loves Jameis.
I love James.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
love him as a
sound like it.
person. No, I do. As a football player, absolutely not.
I forgot. You're a crab legs guy. Big crab legs.
Huh?
He got caught stealing crab legs in college.
Did he?
Yeah.
I like him a little more. All
All right, sign off.
right. Appreciate everyone watching.
See you guys.
Episode 13, episode 14 to come. Catch you then.
Peace.
Peace.